Grozer is coming back to PlusLiga, Ishikawa might be leaving Perugia, Leon breaks the ace record, and Japan gives us a legendary final. All that and more in this loaded edition of Volleyball News. As always, you hit the like and subscribe, and I'll keep bringing you the freshest updates from courts around the world. All the top league highlights are waiting for you in my VK group. Nations League streams are launching there really soon. Just scan the QR code on screen or use the link in the description. Berlin swept Lüneburg 3-0 in the final series and claimed the German championship title for the 15th time in club history. Wilfredo Leon, outside hitter for Lublin, set a new PlusLiga record, 83 aces in a season. He surpassed the previous mark of 80 held by Karol Butryn. K-pop group Boy Next Door has been named the official ambassador of the 2025 Men's World Championship. They'll perform at the opening ceremony on September 12th in the Philippines. The goal is to bring a new, younger crowd into volleyball and boost global attention for the event. During the Piacenza-Perugia match, Italian commentators mentioned a possible off-season player swap. Steven Marr to Perugia, Yuki Ishikawa to Piacenza. What do you think of that move? Francesco Zoppellari is heading back to Padova for the third time. The 28-year-old setter will rejoin the team next season. Yervin Ngapet and Javier Concepcion are now players for Iranian club Syrian, but only for the Asian Club Championship. Trevor Cliveno declined to join. Osaka Bluteon has signed head coach Tuomas Samelvuo to a 4-year deal. Last season, he was leading Polish side Resovia. Jan Kozamernik is leaving Trentino for Tokyo Great Bears. Taking his place is German middle Simon Torwi from Lüneburg. Gabriel Zwanziger and Federico Crossato will join Perugia next season, replacing Herrera and Candelaro, both of whom are leaving the club. Cuban opposite Herrera is set to play for Turkish side Sport Toto next season. It's official. Matthew Anderson is now a player for Osaka Sakai Blazers. The 38-year-old outside hitter spent last season in Turkey playing for Ziraat. Two opposites have joined Yaroslavich, newly promoted back to the Russian Super League, Serbian Nikola Meljanak, ex-Al Hilal, and Russian Vitaly Papazov, formerly with Gazprom Yugra. Georg Grozer is officially a new player for Aluron. The German opposite will replace injured Karol Butryn for the final stage of the Polish Championship as a medical transfer. After 4 seasons with Zaksa, American libero Eric Shoji announced he's leaving. He thanked the team on social media, and rumor has it, his next stop is Resovia. Arthur Swartz is the new opposite for Olsztyn. He spent recent seasons in Italy and almost signed in South Korea, but ultimately chose PlusLiga. He'll pair up in attack with Jan Hadrava. With the Russian Championship over and the Russian Cup yet to begin, let's jump right into the Italian League, where things are getting intense. We'll start with the 5th place bracket. The semifinals just wrapped up, and we've got our final matchup for a Challenge Cup ticket. Both semis happened simultaneously, and both went to 5 sets. Verona almost pulled off a comeback from 0-2 against Milan, but fell short in the tiebreak. Then Modena nearly lost to Padova, but turned it around and secured a final spot. The match is set for May 10th. The 3rd place series has also finished. Perugia won it in 2 games and secured a Champions League spot for next season. The Devils gave fans a scare in set 1, blowing a huge lead before winning 37-35. They went on to take the match in 4 sets. Game 2 went to a tiebreak. Perugia came back from 12-14 to win it 2018. MVP, Yuki Ishikawa, who came off the bench and completely flipped the game. As for the finals, things have been calm so far. The home teams are dominating, and the visitors haven't even come close to taking a set. Trentino leads the series 2-1. If Civitanova ties it up on May 7th, we'll get a decisive Game 5. In Poland, the finals have also lacked drama. Aluron, the favorites versus Lublin, were missing Russell and Butryn in Game 1. Grozer joined for Game 2, but it wasn't enough. At home, Zawiercie came close, but a brilliant performance by Mikołaj Sawicki handed Lublin a clean sweep. In Game 2, Aluron got steamrolled. Russell returned, Grozer was ready, but due to the foreign player limit, libero Luke Perry had to sit. That cost them big. Leon played an insane match, and if I said Italy lacked intrigue, this one had none at all. Game 3 is on May 7th. The 3rd place series brought more fireworks. Warsaw Project crushed the defending champs in Game 1. Game 2, a thriller. Yashevsky nearly blew a huge lead in set 1, but won 30-28. Then Warsaw returned the favor in set 2, 26-24. The capital team took the next 2 sets and the win. A possible decider is coming on May 7th. Now let's talk about the absolute volleyball feast that was the Japanese League final. In Game 1, the Stings stormed ahead with tough serving, taking the first 2 sets from the defending champs, the Sunbirds. But everything changed when Alexander Slivka stepped in. A 4-point deficit in set 3 was erased. In set 4, Stings led 24-21, but Sunbirds tied it and won 32-30. It almost ended earlier, but a challenge confirmed a block touch of Ran Takahashi, keeping the rally alive. In the 5th set, Stings were up 19-17 and already celebrating, but the refs caught a net touch by Kentaro. Sunbirds snatched the win 26-24. Pure volleyball magic. Dmitriy Muserskiy scored a jaw-dropping 40 points in that game. Just a machine. Game 2 was less dramatic. Sunbirds struggled in sets 1 and 3, but dominated the second and claimed their 5th title in 6 seasons, 11th in club history. MVP of the final series, Ran Takahashi, though with all due respect, Muserskiy looked like the real standout across both matches. What's your take? The Brazilian Championship wrapped up too. The final saw Sada Cruzeiro versus Volley Renata. Renata started strong and took the first set, but Cruzeiro's experience showed. They took 2 tight sets and closed it out in 4. That's title number 9 for Sada, the most in league history. MVP of the tournament, 39-year-old Lukas Satkamp. You can check out his career highlights on my channel. And the Turkish championship is over as well. Before heading to Poland, Grozer fought for bronze, but his Arkas Spor fell 1-3 to Fenerbahce. Medals go to Ngapet and Ko. In the final, Ziraat absolutely crushed Galatasaray 3-0 in the last match and in the series. Pure dominance. MVP, Ziraat setter Murat Yanipazar. Congrats to the champs. That wraps up one of the final volleyball news episodes of the season. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel grow. As always, I'm Nick. Do what you love and success will follow. See you soon!